Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
And of course, we want to say hello and welcome to one and all to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. And of course, we have so much things to tell you about things that are happening here in Grenada and things that are happening other parts of the world. We'll be telling you about it. I mean, this is what we call news discussed, not told. We do have a horse in the race, so we tell you as it is. And of course, yes, we have a lot of things to tell you about. In fact, let's talk about what's making the headlines for tonight. That is Tinashe Batiste has been found, according to police, and there are some other youngsters who are still missing. Philip is found guilty of non-capital murder. We'll talk to you about that in a moment. And strike action at the Mungay Psychiatric Hospital. We'll explain to you what's happening there. Seems to be a sticky situation. We're going to talk about the return of the Fiscal Responsibility Act, and Argentina. Argentina, boy! Defeats France in OBA World Cup. Well, I had to call it OBA. You know what I'm saying? Because this was the craziest thing. This was the craziest thing ever. Anyway, folks, we go talk about it. Just don't take all the time. Don't push me, no man. Why is that one dog? You know, we want to say welcome to everyone on the program. We're talking about the first-time viewers and, of course, as well, the people who are always on the program, the usual suspects, we call you. Brace yourselves, man. We go talk in a moment, you know what I mean? So all you brace all yourself, we go talk. Remember, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel, and that person could be you. So go ahead and share the business. We'll be back. Of course, the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Coach Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Beacon, and of course, we've got on board with us Infinite Contractors. We're coming back in a moment. Again, remember, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit compliments. Digicel.
Hey everyone, season's greetings from all of us at Allied Laboratories, and a special thank you to our Grenville family. We are celebrating 1 year of serving you.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, providing quality care and expertise. Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, see our in-house doctors and our pharmacies. Get expert care and quality tests. When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. Fit for
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love, getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
All right, thank you very much. And of course, this is the season to be merry, the season to be jolly, the season for everything. And we've got reasons for the season as well. We want to welcome everyone to another program. And again, we want to invite you to share the program as well to people of on your wall. So the first thing that we have to talk to you about is that we've got information that one of the missing young girls has been found. According to the Royal Grenada Police Force, they say that they would like to extend appreciation to you, the general public, and as well the media, for your assistance in locating Tinasha Baptiste, who is of Simone in St. Andrew. Tinasha walked into the Central Police Station, they say, all right? She walked into the Central Police Station on Friday, 16 December 2022, and has been reunited with her family. Now, I would say that the situation surrounding a lot of the missing young girls are not what you might think it is. Some are, whereas some aren't. I've been privy to two scenarios, and of course, it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking to know that young girls have to go through certain things, certain experiences, even sometimes, I'm not talking about this particular case, go through some experiences at home and would see the only way out is to run away because they feel like the mothers are tolerating what it is that's happening at home. I was in a long conversation with an individual who said to me, Mikey, sometimes you guys don't get to know what's happening behind the scenes. You know, one person, and again, I'm not talking about this particular person here, I'm just saying in general, they were saying that one of the young girls were being abused by a family member. And it would have seemed that the mother was allowing that to happen. And that the child had no other choice but to leave the environment. You understand? And sometimes when the missing person reports come out, it adds insult to injury on some of these young ladies who are trying to get out of a bad situation, and sometimes it's made worse when they put out those releases that they are missing based on who's doing it and so on. And again, this doesn't apply to all scenarios, but in some scenarios, you know, there are other cases where the young girls are blatantly leaving home and going other places. And again, that's another scenario too, where the child just decides to go have some fun with friends, go have fun, you understand, with a boyfriend or whatever the case is, because they want to go too fast. So there are two sides to this coin, you know. But it's just how do we deal with cases where there are genuine concerns within the home that necessitated the child leaving the environment and seeking refuge somewhere else? How do we deal with these cases? How do we separate these cases so that we don't add insult to injury, so that we don't worsen the situation by our actions as responsible adults? Anyway, so there are other young girls who are still missing, and hopefully they will be found sooner rather than later and alive and well. We move on. Occupational safety and health issues are under the microscope at the Mongay Psychiatric Hospital, as workers are claiming of being abused by a colleague. So they decide they're going to stage a little strike. So the president of the Public Workers Union, that's Mr. Brian Grimes, he was there with them to support the workers and to be there on their behalf. Say that they investigated the matter. You understand? Send in one of their representatives, spoke with their workers and so on. They say that there was consensus on what needed to happen. And so, in fighting back against what's happening there at the institution, the workers decided, you know, let's do this.
Yeah, the reason we are here today is because of a very serious occupational safety and health issue. This is not a spontaneous combustion, for lack of a better phrase at this time. We have done our due diligence with the matter. In fact, the Ministry of Health, the hierarchy from there, contacted the union on the 23rd of November. We got official correspondence on the 1st of December from our shop steward. Then the union wrote on the 5th of December to the Ministry of Health about the matter. And on the 12th of December, the ministry responded saying that the matter is before the Public Service Commission. And and after that, we sent up a representative here, the executive secretary, to investigate the matter, to hear the testimony of the workers, and we got consensus.
Now, according to Grimes, there are some serious grievances that the workers have.
Okay, so to get to the crux of the matter, this is related to occupational safety and health, like I said, and it's related to abuse of the workers by a doctor here. His name will be withheld based on professional reasons. I'm not going to state his name, but it has been ongoing. Verbal abuse, borderline physical altercation. One of the nurses, the male nurses, were actually collared by this said worker. And you understand, the workers here are already operating under very, very stressful conditions, and this just exacerbates the whole matter of working at the Mongay Mental Health Institute. Some of the things that the doctor is saying is very misogynistic, meaning now that there is heavy prejudice against women. For example, you say women are dogs, where I come from. I'm a doctor and you have to yield to whatever I say. So this is the sort of attitude that is happening here, and the workers are extremely concerned. Yes, the matter is before the Public Service Commission, but this is a very potentially, you know, combustible situation where physical altercations might take place. I stated earlier that a nurse was collared. There are a number of incidents and testimonies where, you know, the doctor in question will come up, point hands in faces, use language that is unbecoming of a professional environment, and people are on the verge of taking action. So this is the reason the union is here. This is the reason the workers are taking a particular stance at this point in time.
Now, the union, they're calling for the immediate immediately, they're asking for the immediate removal of the doctor in question. and that they are prepared to take this particular stance until the doctor in question is removed. Now the workers themselves, they are saying enough is enough.
We can't wait any longer. We are demanding for the immediate removal of this individual from the premises before something bad happens. This is a place, the Monge Mental Health Institute, that a number of incidents have occurred over the years, and we are here because prevention is better than cure. So we are making a call. We are making a call to the authorities, an appeal. This is an appeal to the authorities to do something immediately, because the workers are at their wits' end with this doctor. We also, based on our investigation, understand that this particular individual has a file this thick related to working in other places, and based on the overwhelming stressful situation of working at Monge and him coming here with this particular attitude, putting people in very, very uncomfortable situations on a daily basis, we are asking for his immediate removal. So if and whenever that takes place, whatever the date is, the workers will continually take a stand going forward until he is removed. We are very serious about this. This is not just a matter of ego. This is about preventing a very, very unfortunate situation going forward. Again, I want to repeat to all who have ears to listen, verbal abuse and physical abuse, and it's very, very unbecoming. Very, very unbecoming.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. But if I may say this, right? I know of many situations. I've been called on many occasions to intervene, to investigate, to interview. Right? People who work at the Monge institution, because of deplorable working conditions, because of all kind of things, right? So this week, because these people just have a lot to deal with, like a lot, but they just take it. So when I hear strike at Monge, when I say the building collapse, because I know for them to strike, it had to be something serious. You understand? I know for them to strike, it had to be something serious. I say, well, I'm going there, no, don't tell me more. Strike Monge, I know something happened. I come in. I come in. Only to find out that the building didn't fall. But it's this situation. So hear what I say now, let me put it together. That means the people are genuinely concerned about this particular individual and what's going on. I don't know who it is. It could be me brother. I don't know. All I'm saying is, for the people of Monge institution to strike, you have to be something real serious. You understand what I'm showing all there? Story end. The way happen. How we looking for time? Oh yeah. The leader of the government business in the Senate, Honorable Adrian Thomas, on Monday, today, he told the upper house that the National Democratic Congress-led administration, they will be approaching the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, to amend sections of the Fiscal Responsibility Act. Among the requirements is that legislation is a limitation on the percentage amount of money in the annual estimates and expenditure that should be allocated for wages and salaries.
So we will be seeking the advice of the international institutions to let them know that the FRA have to be tweaked, have to be adjusted, and we will need your assistance, because for this FRA to be aligned with, we'll listen to what we have to see, because we want to move forward. We have no problem, Madam President, in collaborating with the relevant institution to make this happen. But Madam Speaker, we are cognizant of the fact that this government has always sought technical assistance from the IMF and the World Bank to make sound economic decision.
Thank you very much. Now, the Fiscal Responsibility Act 2015 was established to ensure a transparent and accountable rule-based fiscal responsibility framework in Grenada to guide and anchor fiscal policy during the budget process to ensure that government finances and, well, the finances basically, that they are sustainable over the short, medium, and long term, consistent with a sustainable level of debt and for related matters. Well, to fix the audio in the stream in the parliament, now how much weeks now people have to listen to two audio coming, fix it thing, man. Whoever is responsible for the technical stuff, fix the thing, let them men and them sound proper, no, man. What is that one, dog? Weeks now, how long we dealing with parliament? It's the same statute in this. The audio so you're listening to, one thing is sounding like two. Making, hear the men and them sounding like, like how they calling it. Fix the thing, no, man. Men some proper and thing, You got like international media taking the clip and thing and it's sounding two thing. Anyway, so we're moving on. Olia, the next thing that we have to tell Olia about now, serious matter, serious. Mr. Philip, he's a Victoria St. Mark resident. Mitch Philip. Son, he was in court and thing, right? Yeah, man. Well, what we can tell you is that he was on Monday found guilty of non-capital murder. You understand? He was charged in connection with the May 30th, 2020 death of his 23-year-old common law wife, Chanel Alexis. You understand? Philip, who was out on bail, appeared before Madam Justice Paula Guilford on Monday at the St. George's No. 1 High Court. The 12-man jury delivered the guilty verdict of the 51-year-old joiner. You understand? Now, the matter, which commenced in November of this year, got underway approximately 1 year after Philip was committed to stand trial in the High Court for non-capital murder at the end of his preliminary inquiry before Magistrate Francine Foster at the Victoria Magistrates Court in November of 2021. Now, Philip, who is a resident at Queen Street in Victoria, St. Mark, was the man who was the main suspect in connection with the death of the mother of two. You understand? According to the information contained in the report done by a Trinidad and Tobago forensic scientist. Now, they found that she did not die from natural causes, but in suspicious circumstances. You understand? Now, a second autopsy indicated that Chanel died from excessive bleeding due to a botched medical operation. Now, the forensic expert noted that some form of rigid instrument was pushed up into her private part. At that time, she was 12 to 15 weeks pregnant. And so, according to the report, that's what happened at her time of death. The report also found that there was also evidence of force being used to subdue the deceased before her death, based on impressions seen on her legs and thighs. Now, Alexis reportedly died shortly after being taken to the General Hospital by the murder accused during the early morning hours of May 30th, 2020. Now, 11 witnesses provided evidence of circumstance in that matter before the court. You understand? Philip, who faces a maximum penalty of life imprisonment, is currently in police custody and bail. So he's in police custody, and he has retained counsel in the person of lawyer Jerry Edwin. You know, it's a serious and unfortunate incident. You understand? Very serious and unfortunate incident. So you have a mother who have died, an unborn baby who have died. Well, some would argue. And as well, now you have, this gentleman who is being held responsible for the young woman's death, who is basically facing a possible life imprisonment for his involvement in her death. Very serious and unfortunate incident. Wow. All right. What else do we have to tell all you boy? Well, yes, I see that we're basically running out of time. You understand? We have quite a bit of things to tell you about tomorrow, God's willing. But I see that we are out of time, so let me just take a quick break and come back. Small man getting in real trouble. I guess as much as about that time of year, huh? Putting out the Christmas tree and decorating. So it's a lot of excitement. It's like a kid in a candy store putting out all those little things, the little decorations and so on. And I know that a lot of families are looking forward to doing this. How are you planning on spending your Christmas? You know, doing something that you have not done in a long time will be cool. Like, and when I say that, I mean like in the name of Christmas. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, do I have time? Actress Amber Heard announced on Monday that she has made the very difficult decision to settle the multi-million-dollar defamation case brought against her by her former husband, Johnny Depp. Now, she's posted on her Instagram and did not reveal the terms of the settlement. You understand? But it comes after a Virginia jury ordered her to pay $10 million to the Pirate of the Caribbean star, Johnny Depp. You understand? Good. We're leaving that one alone. So although the next thing that we have to tell all it was football. I mean, it was World Cup. Obia. Yesterday. I have to say it's Obia because it's unreal. You have a team, you had two teams playing in the final. One was playing professional football. The other one was playing catch-up for at least half of the game. In fact, since its inception, if I'm not mistaken, in the 1960s, somewhere thereabout, 1962 or something so, the start of the World Cup. France, who played yesterday, were the only team to not attempt any serious goal in the first half. Argentina was playing soccer like it was mathematics. You understand? With precision. And France just couldn't know what was hitting them. Almost 10 more minutes to go to the game now. And you have Argentina almost hanging on to the trophy. Almost there. You know, it's almost like you reach home. You started to take out your shoe and your socks. Well, that's socks anyway. You understand? You're almost taking out your shoes and your socks because they reach home. You're going to open the door, you reach in the veranda. But you're home because you're in the veranda. Boom! First goal by penalty. And then around a minute and a half or so later, and boom, another goal. Game draw? What? Game tie? What you telling me, boy? What you say? Because listen, so when the first goal score, and I was in church, when the first goal score now, I say, all right, you know what, they can't win anyway, you know, because they have like what, 9 more minutes, they can't win that. You know, so one goal they could take that. It's World Cup. Give them a gold in the safe face. I put my phone in my pocket because I don't want nobody to see. I say, watch, I don't care about nobody. Man, take it back out. I take it back out and look at it. I say, well, how do I replay long so? I ain't kidding you. I say, well, how do I replay long so? When I look, goal number 2. And then, man, France. You understand? I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what they eat. I don't know what them people eat. Or drink or smell. These guys came back with a game, man. A game plan that almost gave them that World Cup title. At the back of one man. Mbappe. Listen, I don't know. At the backs of one man. Well, other team members, but you know what I mean. Boom, 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 boom. And here you have extra time for the game now. Game in overtime, as we will see. Over what? Over who? Both teams score again. And then it was time for penalty. And they allowed to stop that penalty thing. You see, I allowed to stop that. Football is, I don't like penalty. That are real, like. You allowed to stop that. Let me come up with another plan. I don't like penalty. I don't like it. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, let's leave that talk here, Papa. I don't like penalty kick out when game time. Do something else. After you do the overtime and it's still game still inconclusive, find another thing to do. No, come and give me no thing. You understand? Anyway, let's leave that talk. Let's leave that talk. So, at the end of the day, the World Cup title goes to Argentina. And Messi gets to retire. Oh, well, go home with his trophy in style. You work for it, in all due respect. Anyway, let me leave that talk. Yeah, Baba? Folks, I'm taking a quick break and I'm coming back. And when I come back, I have the national report for all year and I have the weather. Stay there, and some of you don't share the business yet. Facebook getting real trouble with the notification. We been business with all you. You think it's too complete and send messages sent to Facebook and say fix all the business. You understand? So you become our notification by sharing the program to others. Sharing it on your page, others get to see that. That's good enough. We appreciate that. We're taking a break and we'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
we got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Batteries, batteries, batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12 months warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Agriculture Minister outlines investments and projects that will increase production and transform the sector in 2023. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report.
Have you noticed an increase or decrease in your electricity bill? You know that changes in the fuel and non-fuel rates affect your bill. You should also be aware that changes in household activities affect your bill. Ask yourself these questions. Have the rates changed? Have there been more people at your home? Have your children been on holiday? Have you used your fan or air conditioning unit more often to beat the heat? Are any of your electrical appliances or equipment faulty? Have you added any new appliances such as transformers, water heaters, or pumps? Make it a habit to understand any changes on your electricity bill. For more factors that affect your bill, visit www.grenlec.com. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. With the details to the news for Monday, December 19th, 2022, I am Sherry-Ann Noel. Strengthening linkages, reducing unemployment, and improving food and nutrition security is the thrust of the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Fisheries, and Cooperatives as it moves forward with implementing transformative initiatives in 2023 with its budget allocation of $54.3 million. Minister for Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives and Leader of Government Business in the Upper House, Senator Adrian Thomas, outlined the priority areas as he made his contribution to the budget on Monday. He said the main policies and projects identified for transforming the sector include strengthening agriculture to improve food production, developing the agro-processing sector to include value addition in the economy, strengthening the use of information, communication, and technology to enhance agriculture production and outputs. These will form part of the World Bank-funded $16 million food insecurity reduction project to support the building of a more sustainable food system to increase the production of key agricultural commodities.
Madam President, we want to export yam and dashness with potato. And we want to move this thing forward. We want to be modernized in the way we store our products. And therefore we'll be investing heavily. First of all, the pilot project will be starting with 40-foot containers. 3 or 4 centers around the country where farmers can utilize and store their products. We'll have a team of people managing this. It's not every farmer that could afford the storage facility.
The Ministry of Agriculture also plans to transform the agro-processing sectors into industrial production estates so as to be able to meet local demand and compete internationally.
These people, processors, small as they are, They have the mind, they have the guts. They want to add value to our natural parks. They want to add value to the guava, the nutmeg, the mammy apple, the bananas, the plantain. Sometimes it burns me, Madam President, since I'm a kid in school. I've been buying plantain in snow ice bags. I've been buying peanuts in snow ice bags. Today I see plantain coming from Costa Rica, the same plantain, in well-designed and branded packages. The Grenadian society has to get there. The farming community and the arbor processors have to get there. And we must be able to compete here with the imported stuff. And be able to compete outside and the international markets.
An investment will be made in farm machinery to aid in land preparation and cleaning of farm access roads.
Direct support, Madam President, will be coming in land preparation. And I'm very happy to say we'll be investing and reinvesting in 4 big wheel and 5 small wheel tractors. I say farm machinery will be re-established because it's a need for the farmers. Access to farmlands is crucial. There are no more donkeys to throw the load on the back of the donkeys. I cannot ask the 60 or 70-year-old farmer to carry load on his head for half a mile. It takes half a mile to get to his land walking, tired. Walk a full day's walk back tired, and ask him to put 2 bags of banana on his head. We moving from this primitive way of doing agriculture to a more modernized and transformative way.
The minister explained that 2023 will see an increase in production on government estates, the rolling out of spice replanting program, and technical support to propagators. Moving along, a team from the Ministry of Labour, led by Senator the Honourable Claudette Joseph, has embarked on a series of visits to businesses throughout the country under a new initiative called V.A.T program. The first stop was a walkabout through the town of St. George, followed by select establishments in St. David and South St. George. This outreach initiative is the first of its kind for any Labour minister and is meant to foster greater industrial relations between all parties, including employees and employers. Senator Joseph says it was a great experience being able to meet with workers and employers, hearing some of the concerns and sharing information on their rights and responsibilities.
We are here to facilitate and forge excellent labour relations in Grenada that will make for the environment that we want to see here, that will be a productive one and a healthy one and a contented, if not happy, place to be and to work. So that's what we are here, conveying the message to all employers and employees that we are here to serve and we want to be part of a team in Grenada that will comprise all the stakeholders, including the unions, the workers, the employers, and the Ministry of Labour. The reception was really excellent, really great. I don't necessarily want to pinpoint any one workplace, but the Department of Fisheries, we just visited there, and it was a really nice, extensive and engaging encounter with the workers and with management. The National Insurance Scheme, Bryden and Miners, Foodland, they were particularly welcoming at the Foodland supermarket on Halifax Street. Bryden and Miners, we had a nice engagement with the manager there, and all of the different stores, the different department stores, what we commonly call the Indian and Chinese stores, all the workers and the owners and managers were really nice, and welcoming. And many said this is the first they've had a team from the Ministry of Labour visiting, and certainly the first that they've had a Minister of Labour visiting their establishment. And they welcome it, so we hope to do it again as we build stronger relations with each other.
Newly appointed Labour Commissioner Valerie Thomas was part of the team. She said the initiative augurs well for getting a feel of the labour issues and being able to introduce herself to workers and employers as she continues to fit into her new role.
What we are here to do is for meet the new face, to get acquainted with the Ministry of Labour. Really, we are going to be rolling that out not only in the town of St. George, but we are going throughout the parishes of Grenada, where persons would put a face to the name, and when they call the Ministry of Labour and they ask to speak to the Labour Commissioner, they will have an idea of what the Labour Commissioner look like or who she is. If you want to speak with a Labour officer, you will have all the Labour officers being out there, so they will have a idea who our Labour officers are. And this is really what we are here to do, to help foster and to forge good industrial relations with the people of Grenada.
The team will head to the western part of the island and St. Andrew on Thursday this week to wrap up the outreach initiative. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Grenada. The time for the national census is here again. Interviewers will be visiting your homes to gather information about you and your family. The data you provide determines budget allocation for health, grant funding for community projects, and government assistance for families and the elderly. The census is required by law, and so is your participation. We assure you that your information will be kept confidential. Do your part. Stand up and be counted, because we all count in this census. For more information about the census and your participation, contact the Grenada Central Statistical Office at 440-1369 or cso@cso.gov.gd.
Welcome back. Youth and Sports Minister Honorable Ron Redhead calls on members of the lower house to endorse bipartisanship for the greater development of the country. During his deliberations in Parliament on Friday, Minister Redhead said in order for Grenada to realize development and positive economic outcome, there must be greater unity among both sides of the House. According to Honorable Redhead, it is time to change the mindset that development is seen only through political colors.
As Grenada approaches 50 years of independence soon, in 2 years, it will be a good show, and not just show, but a good demonstration to all Grenadians, both at home and in the diaspora and around the world, that we are maturing and that as a nation, development is no longer seen by colors and tribal wars, but is seen essentially as something that we have to collaborate on. When I served in the Senate, Mr. Speaker, my belief was clear that unity for development cannot be plucked out of the sky. So when the conversation of Project Grenada came up, the question was, what was Project Grenada? What did it have, and how was it going to build the collaboration? I didn't see the unity then, but I see a unity opportunity now. And certainly it's not going to be called Project Grenada. It is the question of the transformation of Grenada to move it forward. And I want to put this on the table to say to all members that we should endorse the policy of bipartisanship.
Standing in support of his cabinet member, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell is confident that as a parliament, there will be constructive exchanges and debates toward the common goal of moving Grenada forward.
I'm more than optimistic, Mr. Speaker, that we as a nation and represented by the collective leadership in this House do have the capacity for bipartisanship. Bipartisanship, the opposite of bipartisanship isn't tribalism. We need to have, in many instances, healthy debate. We need to have different perspectives because no one side, whether in government or opposition, has 2020 vision. And so we need to be able to be held to account. We need to be able to be criticized if we are going to collectively improve. I think what we want to ensure is that when there are issues that clearly are in the best interest of the nation, particularly policy issues, that we can agree on. We may sometimes disagree as to how we get there or the mechanisms, etc. But I certainly think that we all know, if, for example, that there's escalating cost of living, and that there are persons who are vulnerable, that we should collectively try and do something to help. We may disagree as to the methodologies, but I certainly wouldn't expect that we disagree, that some action needs to be taken. So I think as long as we keep in mind that there are some things that we all want. If the roads have a lot of potholes, we're all driving on it. If our healthcare system is failing, we will all face the consequences. And so collectively, there are certainly big ticket items that I think we can agree on in a bipartisan way. The Honourable Member for the Town of St. George talked about our foreign policy. That's one clear area. Whatever the foreign policy is, it is Grenada's foreign policy. And we have to be in a position where we can ensure continuity, unless there are really dramatic reasons or fundamental reasons for changing.
Member of the opposition side, Honourable Peter David, endorsed the call for more unity. He said there are clear areas that will warrant support from both sides to reap rewards.
I urge, as we go forward, we determine what we agree on and what we disagree on, not based on the fact that we have to disagree, but based on what is best for the country. If you disagree, fine. If I disagree, fine. We can live with that. People disagree all the time, and you know it is in that space that a lot of progress is made. Because in the argument, you know, I have a very good friend, he always argues with me because, you know, out of it, one of us will call each other the next morning and say, you were right or I were right. I was right. So I urge that we revisit at some point during the course of this Parliament the issue of the things that we can do to institutionalize bipartisanship. You see, Mr. Speaker, we can talk it nice, but if the institutions are set up in a way and the mechanisms are set up in a way that we have to disagree on everything, so every time you rise, I disagree. If the institution is set up that way, mark my word, we will not deal with that issue.
And finally in the news, members of the lower house extended holiday greetings to the citizens of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique as they concluded their final sitting for 2022. The parliamentary representatives used the opportunity to stress the need for healthy food and drink consumption, careful and considerate driving, and reflection on the reason for the celebration.
Best wishes for the Christmas season. I would really want us to have a safe season, so the points made in terms of our consumption, or excessive, I should say, consumption of alcohol and other substances that may alter our ability to keep and maintain our senses. I really want us to exercise that in moderation. That also goes for the amount of food we consume as well, not just the alcohol, to ensure that we come back in 2024 well-nourished, not malnourished, well-nourished, energetic, and ready to continue growing Grenada forward. So on my own behalf, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a healthy and productive 2023.
Christmas should not just be a one-day celebration or a season celebration, but it should be something that we have in our hearts every day. And if we do this, I know that we can make Grenada a better place together.
Those of us who may have a little bit more than others, or those of you who have more than others, I want to encourage you to give to the people that are challenged, because this is what this season is about. And not just do it around the Christmas time, you know, but do it throughout.
I want to wish my constituents a happy Christmas. I want to wish my family and everybody, this family, our family of Grenada, a happy Christmas, and my personal family. But I also want to urge drivers. That's a thing I'm seeing too much of. Drivers getting behind the wheel and just mashing the X and believe that's driving. That's recklessness. And this is a season where they're going to drink and believe they could drive at the speed that causes too many accidents on our roads. So
I would like to wish every constituent of St. George Northeast a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
My very best wishes to everyone. Particularly, I want to say all of the best to all of those who are celebrating, but remember, there's a January. I say that for what it's worth. Whatever we do to celebrate in December, let us look forward to January as well. In other words, let us be conservative with what we do at this time of year. again, my very best wishes to everyone for this Christmas holiday.
And with that story, come to the end of the national report for Monday, December 19th, 2022. Now for a recap of the top story. Agriculture Minister outlines investments and projects that will increase production and transform the sector in 2023. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherian Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherian, and the rest of the GIS news team. And what we're going to do right now is take a look at the weather from the Met Office. Weather partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, hazy and windy with light to moderate scattered showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in northeasterly swells. A marine advisory remains in effect. And if we take a look at the weather for Tuesday, we can tell you that the weather is going to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, hazy and windy with light to moderate daytime and nighttime showers. Max temperature 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum 23. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine and high surf advisories remain in effect for tomorrow as well. So that's it, folks. We want to thank you for joining us. We want to say hello to those of you who are on YouTube. Yeah, big up to all the YouTubers. We know that you're there. We appreciate you on the big screen. We say big screen because we mean people who are looking at us on the big screen, you know. Yeah, blessings to you. And as well, we want to say hello to, everybody else, quite frankly. Everybody else who's always been here. Blessings to you. Blessings to the people who are sharing, the sharing committee. We want to say hello to you. We're happy that you're here to keep people, busy sharing the business. Adonna, Velma, Pearl, New, Sylvester, Diana, Dolores, Suzanne, who else? Hazel, Bermuda, Sylvia, Sharon, Celine, Kireen, Shireen, Wendy Ann, Celine again, Eunice, who else is with us? Cynthia, Jane, and everybody who's on YouTube or Facebook, hello to you again and thank you for joining us for tonight. Guys, that's as far as I can go for tonight. I invite you to be with us tomorrow, God's willing, same time, same place, right here on the Mikey Live Business. For those of you who have not yet shared, those of you who can, I would really like to encourage you to share the program so that we give other people an opportunity to see that we are alive. So that's it, folks. Have a good one. May God bless you and your family. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No! Take care.